Hello and welcome back to this gangster series where I unveil all you need to know about the top-notch criminal offenses and offenders that you're unaware of. In today's video, I'm here to discuss a girl boss, but I don't mean in any way that she was the boss of something good. Women have always played an important role when it comes to mafias and illegal trade. Today, I'll tell you guys about the Dutch woman who is known as the Queen of Coke. If you guys watched my other videos, you're most probably familiar with the name Naima Jillal. Well, surprise, surprise, she's the Dutch Godmother of Coke, and today, I'll tell you guys all about her and her mysterious disappearance. Trust me when I say this is a wild ride. But before I begin and delve into the video, make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and also like and share the video with your friends and family. Hit that bell icon as well so you don't miss out on an update. Now let's get started. Moroccan-Dutch drug boss Naima Jillal is dubbed the Godmother of Cocaine by the media. Just when police began finding out about her prominent position, she vanished without a trace. Jillal wasn't a complete stranger to Dutch police. Born and raised in the city of Utrecht in the Netherlands, she was first arrested back in 2005 and charged with making threats. In the years that followed, she was busted for fraud, growing marijuana, and assault. In her defense, she told police that she was in a lot of debt and borrowed money from a lot of people, which then resulted in her release due to the Dutch leniency with such crimes. Just a woman down on her luck, trying to make it. But then, in 2014, she began popping up in several major drug trafficking conspiracies. Tons of cocaine were being shipped through ports in the Netherlands and Belgium in containers filled with fruit. Jillal emerged as the broker behind many of these lucrative shipments. She became the sole woman working for such a legal trade all over the Netherlands. She achieved this because she had all the right contacts. She knew the right people at the right places, from the drug dealers on the streets to the drug bosses paying for the shipments and the drug lords in Costa Rica and Ecuador supplying the goods, to the corrupt custom agents who were able to let shipments go through, and to the people transporting the stuff to its destination. This helps us understand that she was part of a huge network, many of whose members are still undetermined. She was the spider in the web, and by acting as a middlewoman between these contacts, she rose in stature and power despite being older than many of the contacts she worked with. Operating out of the beach resort of Puerto Banús near Marbella in Spain, where she lived in a luxury apartment, she enjoyed the riches that came with her job. She was the mother of a son and frequently took him on expensive shopping sprees in Spain and the Netherlands, during which they would spend tens of thousands of euros on whatever they wanted. She even bought her son an apartment in the expensive Zuidas neighborhood in Amsterdam, Netherlands. Then, on May 30th, 2016, everything came crashing down. Using encrypted phones, an alleged drug boss sent Jillal a text message. "Those containers are going to be scanned. We're doomed," he exclaimed. This is about a lot of money and long prison sentences. Everything is doomed now. One of these containers was filled with 4,000 kilograms of cocaine hidden among a load of pineapples from Costa Rica. For some reason, customs at the port in Rotterdam received a tip and planned to scan these containers to see what was inside. When they did, they found a load. "We have to do some damage control," Jillal texted back to the worried drug boss. "We'll just put out a new story." The drug boss answered, "Agreed." Apparently, the news story worked, and Jillal continued bringing in shipments. But things were not well. Stories later emerged about Jillal in which she was accused of fleecing drug bosses. She offered gangsters the chance to buy into a piece of shipment, which meant that drug bosses were able to spread the risk if a load was caught. But Jillal allegedly brought in more buyers than were needed, tipped off authorities about the load, and pocketed the cash. Whether true or not, these types of stories are an indication that her position within the underworld was coming under serious pressure. In October 2019, 52-year-old Jillal underwent a stomach reduction surgery, allegedly because she was tired of people calling her fat. She needed to rest and recover, but business was always calling. For unknown reasons, she traveled from Spain to the Netherlands that same month. On the evening of October 20th, she was picked up by a car in front of her luxury apartment in Amsterdam, and it was the last time she was seen or heard from. Since her disappearance, there have been many rumors circling around. Multiple crime groups were reportedly keeping an eye on her, but not to keep her safe from harm. Some people said she was playing a double role for various rival crime groups, while others claimed that she might have been working as a police informant. all these reasons could have led gangsters to kill her. This outcome became more likely when the police put out a report that gruesome photos of a dead Jillal were circling in the underworld. These photos allegedly show her lifeless corpse cut up into several pieces. On April 25, 2022, prosecutors in the case against drug boss Ridwan Taghi presented evidence they claimed was taken from Taghi's encrypted cell phone. The evidence consisted of one photo showing a naked woman bound to a chair with a cut-off thumb or finger and a toe on her belly. A second photo shows the woman lying on the ground on her stomach. Metadata shows the pictures were taken on the night of Jillal's disappearance. Although it hasn't been definitely determined whether the woman is indeed Jillal, prosecutors suspect that it is. Taghi's lawyer denies her client has anything to do with his murder and says it's unclear how these photos ended up on his phone. According to Europol, a 31-year-old man named Ledekers is believed to have played a part in the disappearance and death of Naima Jillal. Intercepted messages cited by Europol indicate that Ledekers played a role in and is probably even responsible for the disappearance of the woman who was thought to have vanished until images seemingly of her were found on a phone. The photographs indicated that she had been tortured and suggested she was no longer alive. In a bid to capture Ledekers, authorities are offering a reward of 75,000 euros, 64,500 pounds, the largest bounty on any of Europe's most wanted fugitives. Intercepted messages have also led authorities to believe that Ledekers may have been involved in the laundering of tens of millions of euros and hundreds of kilos of gold, as well as cocaine. The wanted man, who's apparently known as Bolajos, is said to have no fixed address in the Netherlands, and as a result, authorities speculate he has likely not lived in the country for some time. What remains a mystery is his connection with Jillal. This is all the information we have on Jillal. Everything that happened after she got into the unknown car remains a deep mystery. Even though her actions aren't defined, I still believe her death should be investigated, as it could lead to the unveiling of other members, which would not only benefit the Dutch, but also the entire world. Crimes may originate from a country, but they can expand their roots and cause harm to the surroundings as well. Well guys, this is all I have for you today. If you have any interesting information, then please do share it with us, and while you're at it, do like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I'll be seeing you again soon, and until then, bye for now.